Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is a kit that Net-a-Porter have just released in January 2021 and it's called the Doctor's Kit and I'll link it underneath. So this kit costs £85 to purchase, it's still available as of the time of making this video, and the value of this is £633.60. So it's an absolute steal. Hence why I'm talking to you about it and hence why I'm going to unbox everything and talk about each product with you. So if you're considering it or if you've not even heard of this deal, hopefully this kind of gives you a heads up. And a big thanks to Rachel who contacted me on Instagram to make me aware of this. I'll put my Instagram info on the screen if you want to check out my Instagram and maybe chat with me on there. But without further ado, we're going to unbox this. So this is how Net-a-Porter sent it to me. It literally says Net-a-Porter here on the box. It's got this lovely black ribbon around it. So, you know, if you're giving this as a gift, they've wrapped it really nicely. They've then put tissue paper and they've also put the item in another Net-a-Porter bag. You could say they've kind of gone a little OTT on the packaging. But as this is like a resealable bag, I'm sure I can use this for storing things in rather than it going to waste. So this gift actually comes in a Net-a-Porter bag. I'm not sure whether they sell these bags individually or whether you can only get them as part of the set. I'll check that out actually, because this bag itself is like to have some kind of value to it. So it's like one of those nice travel bags where it's got the branding on there and it's see-through all the way around, well, apart from there, so you can see what's inside, or you can travel with it when we can travel again. So yeah, it's pretty cool and it's just got plain black zips on it. So I'm going to open it up and like I said, I'm going to talk to you about each product one by one, some of which I've had experience of using myself, others I haven't, and I'm just excited to try out. So this is what it looks like when we open it. So it says the Doctor's Beauty Kit, Net-a-Porter Beauty. And then it just says returns will only be accepted if returned with this label, but the label isn't actually attached to anything, so there we go. But it does tell you about each product in here. It tells you the ingredients and it tells you a little bit about what it's for. So that's really helpful and it'll help me doing this video with you guys today. So first of all, we've got an eye mask from 111 Skin. It's their Sub-Zero Depuffing eye mask. So it's a one-time use, obviously a patch for under each eye. I've used these before. I rate 111 Skin. They do really great quality masks and things. This you can buy on its own for £12. So it's quite expensive, but they are quite effective. So it describes it as being anti-inflammatory, nourishing and calming. These masks quickly take down any fluid retention and re-energize the skin, and I would agree with that. They're also really, really nice to use. And they also include the face mask from the same range. So again, Sub-Zero Depuffing, Energy Facial Mask, and again, same effects as the eye mask. So you can kind of use them one after the other. I wouldn't use them both at the same time because they'll end up overlapping and you won't get the same, necessarily the same benefits under the eyes. But these retail at £20. Again, can totally recommend those. So I'm happy to see them in there. And here is how everything else is laid out in there. So next, and the most expensive value, or the biggest value in the box, is a Dr. Barbara Sturm Calming Serum, 30ml. So I have used this before. I actually got it in one of my many advent calendars. If you're new to this channel, I unboxed and revealed an awful lot of advent calendars for 2020. So check them out if you're into that kind of thing. But through that, I did discover a lot of new skincare products, which is great. So the Calming Serum is, as the name would suggest, a serum. You can apply it day or night or both, which I did when I just had some like little bits of redness and things I wanted to treat. You only needed a few drops. I mean, it's a funny one with Dr. Barbara Sturm. The products are expensive. This full size retails at £175, which, let's be honest, is a crazy amount for one serum. But actually, the stuff is pretty damn good. I've got to say, having used a few of the items now, I have been impressed. I just think they're a little pricey. but they are very pleasant to use. So it's described as being deeply hydrating. I would agree with that, although I would say if you apply too much it can become sticky, so just be mindful of that when you're applying it, a little at a time rather than over applying it, because it's kind of harder to remove than it is to just not put too much on to start with, if you know what I mean. Deeply hydrating while soothing any irritation from stress, pollution, travel, etc. This pampering serum leaves skin healthy and glowing. So I think this is a great one for the winter times. You've got the heating on all the time, you're going outside and it's cold. This kind of helps to protect the skin from any further harm, and it will kind of resolve any sort of dry patches and things that you might have. So yeah, I can totally recommend that, having used it myself. So this is another one I got in an advent calendar this year. This is the Dr. Seebach Pure Vitamin C Powder Cream. So this is essentially a powder, and I'll show it you now. So you get these as like vials, and I got a whole box of them, so I have had a chance to use them, and they are pretty damn good. A box of, I think it's 5, is £85 or something crazy like that. I have worked out that this one vial is worth £15.80. So here is what it looks like. So it's just in a plasticky tube that you can reseal, and you will see here it actually has numbers down the side, so you only need to use that amount, so it's kind of portioned out for you. So it's got 6 portions in each vial, so it's not like a one-time use and you're done. You do get quite a few uses out of it, so it's a nice sort of size really for you to see if this is something that interests you, you know, in repurchasing, which is the great thing about these sort of value sets. It really allows you to try really expensive products for a lot less money to see whether it's worth kind of shelling out your hard-earned cash on it. So you can use it morning and or evening. I just used it in the evening. What you do is you get your vial, you use up to that first line of powder, put it in your hand, mix it with your moisturiser or serum, and then apply it to the skin, so you're getting that extra vitamin C benefit in addition to whatever serum you are applying at the same time. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and it feels like a kind of funky way of using vitamin C, and I guess because it's a powder it's going to be like super potent because you are just mixing it up fresh there and then. You can also apply it to dark spots if you're trying to fade any dark spots, and then they just get that hit of vitamin C. So yeah, it's a pretty cool product. Next up, a product I haven't used, but I've used plenty of things from this brand, and this is another full size. So this is by Dr. Dennis Gross, and it's the Hyaluronic Marine Melt Away Cleanser. So it says it's for dry, dehydrated or sensitive skin. And yeah, I mean, I don't have particularly dry or dehydrated or sensitive skin at the moment, but I do tend to kind of switch to more hydrating products and cleansers and things in the winter, so this will be perfect, and I have been eyeing it up, so I'm pleased it's in here. So this is 150ml, like I said, a full size, and this retails at £30, and it's more of a kind of cream cleanser texture, so it's supposed to clean your skin without dehydrating it or, you know, making it require additional moisture. Obviously you're still going to go ahead and do your whole routine, but this should sort of help not strip anything from the skin and just make everything feel a little bit more comfortable. And I have faith in Dr. Dennis Gross products. I haven't actually discovered any that I haven't liked. They've all been pretty effective and done what they said, so yeah. It says lifts off makeup and daily dirt without stripping skin, leaving it deeply clean and comfortable. So very excited to put this one to a test. Then we've got a full-size eye cream. This one is by MZ Skin, which is Dr. Mariam Zamani. So obviously being called the doctor's kit, everything in here, the brands are all formulated by doctors, dermatologists, that kind of thing. So it's kind of like a skincare-led, sciencey type brand, I guess. So Dr. Mariam Zamani of MZ Skin. I haven't seen this before. I haven't used anything from this brand before, but I have started to see it around a lot on social media and high-end sort of skincare websites and skincare stores online. So I'm curious to try something from this range. Now this is the Contouring Eye Rescue. Like I said, it's a full size, it's 15ml, Depuff and Define. This retails at £95, which is kind of pricey. So I've got high hopes. It's got some sort of decent ingredients, nothing in there that's sort of making me concerned or anything. There's a bit of fragrance in, which I could do without, but other than that it looks pretty good. Depuff and Define. It says, a leading oculoplastic surgeon, Dr. Mariam Zamani's cream brightens dark circles and firms the whole eye area. I'm in my mid-30s, a little bit of extra firming under the eyes, always a good thing. So happy to try this. And it looks like it's in like a funky gold packaging inside as well. So it looks good. Next up, something I've really excited to try. So I've seen this product a few times. It's by a brand called Decree, which I'm not massively familiar with, but this product really appeals. So it's the Day Shield, UV Shield, Broad Spectrum SPF 30, and it's in a spray. So Decree is by Dr. AJ Sternum. This is a full-size 75ml product. Now, the only reason I haven't gone out and purchased this myself previously, having liked the concept, is because it's £75 for this little spray, which is a lot of money, especially for such a small size. I mean, that's almost a sample size in some sprays, or at least a travel size, but it's actually a full size in this. So this is essentially a sunscreen that you spray onto your skin. So what appeals to me about this sort of product is I love to do all my skincare and things like that, but there's times when, although I do tend to apply SPF every day, sometimes I think, did I apply enough? Do I need to sort of top up that sunscreen, especially in the summertime? So this is a good one to just spray, just to make sure you're getting that extra bit of SPF. Or if for any reason you haven't applied SPF because you thought you weren't going out, and then all of a sudden you need to go out, or you want to go for a walk, or whatever it might be, then you can just spray this and it should give you that protection you need. So when I've looked at these products from different brands, they sort of get mixed reviews. Some people say they work, some people say they don't. So this particular one contains titanium dioxide, 7%, which is a UV filter, so that's giving you that protection. It contains rose water to be refreshing and hydrating, 4%. Zinc oxide, 4%, UV absorber sunscreen, and UV protective peptides, 3%, which is collagen protecting, and anti-pollution blend, which is a botanical antioxidant, 1%. So it says it helps to protect against photoaging and environmental damage. And it just tells us, it says developed for use under and over makeup, mist evenly over the face and neck following morning moisturiser application. Repeat at 2-hourly intervals throughout daylight hours. So that's not going to last long if we're reapplying every 2 hours. But let's go in and spray some now and see what it looks like. I have obviously got a little bit of makeup on and things. Okay, so I've just got there. That kind of went down the middle of my face and not really anywhere else. So that's a super light mist. Has it made my face look a little bit whiter? I'm not sure. Has it just got a little bit sort of shinier or glowier? Should we let's say glowier instead of shinier. It doesn't smell of anything. It's super light to the point where I was thinking, have I actually sprayed enough? But I did seem to be spraying enough. So I definitely think this is something, it's almost got a bit of a soapy smell to it now actually, now I said it doesn't smell of anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased it hasn't got alcohol or anything in, because I don't like the idea of spraying alcohol on my face, which a lot of sort of setting sprays and UV sprays can contain things like that. But yeah, it doesn't seem to have disrupted anything, but it will be interesting to keep playing around with it and see how I get along with this over a long period of time. It would have to be phenomenal for me to consider paying anywhere near that amount for a spray sunscreen. But interesting idea, like I said, one I'm really excited to be testing out. Next up is a travel size, although it still looks quite big. Now this is actually a neck product. It's by a brand called Macreen Actives, and it's their Micro Active Neck and Décolletage treatment, and it's in a 30ml size. Now, I'm a little bit, when it comes to neck products, I get it, neck, you know, they say that your first signs of aging show on your neck more than anywhere else, and that's definitely true. So I kind of get the logic of having a separate neck product to target those sorts of issues. For me, I actually get really sensitive skin on my neck, so sometimes I have to use a different moisturiser on my neck than I use anywhere else, and I don't tend to use actives on my neck because I find it irritating. So it will be interesting to see if my skin can tolerate this, but that's what it looks like, and it's like a serum type bottle. It's glass as well. This is super expensive. So this travel size is worth £70.80. That's based on what a full size, the full size is like 200 and something pound. I did work this out before. So this little size is worth £70.80. So it says, created by Dr. Macrine Alexades, this Luxe cream uses hyaluronic acid and peptides to transform the skin below the chin. So we shall see. The packaging is quite fun. The packaging to me doesn't go with a kind of fancy skincare brand. It looks more like the sort of thing I would expect to see for like a summer hair care product, like a salt spray or something. That's just the colours and stuff. That's just what it says to me. But totally irrelevant, because we will see if it works, and if it does, then it's all good. It's made in the USA. It's USDA certified organic ingredients, plant-based, vegan, gluten-free, paraben-free, phthalate-free, sulfate-free, fragrance-free. It's free of an awful lot of things. It's also animal byproduct-free, petroleum-free. So actually it does sound like the sort of thing my skin may be able to tolerate. So we shall see. I can always report back if you kind of want to know my thoughts on any of these products. And finally, this is also really exciting and something I hadn't heard of until I saw this kit. This is Royal Fern by Tim Gulek, and Tim with 2 M's, and it's the phytoactive antioxidative ampules. So you get 15 ampules, 2 ml per ampule. Why is that so hard to say? And they are dermatologically tested. And it says that they neutralise free radicals and boost your skin's resilience against sun, pollution and stress. Apply an ampule to cleanse skin before or after stressful events, and they may be used daily. Now, one thing that's causing me a little bit of concern on the back of here, and I may not use it for this reason. The first ingredient is aqua water, that's pretty standard. The second ingredient is alcohol denant. I try to avoid putting alcohol denant on my skin because I don't think it's good for it at all. So having alcohol as the second ingredient, not happy with that. But it is vegan, silicone, paraben and mineral oil free. So this set retails at £140, which is a lot. I mean, it's got 15 ampules, so they'd have to be pretty decent for you to want to keep shelling that out. And when they say you can use it every day, can you imagine that would mean per month it would be £280 just for this, and not any other part of your skincare routine. So you'd have to be really rich to be able to afford that, let's be honest. So they're described as being a potent blend that protects and repairs skin from the damaging effects of pollution. I'm really disappointed it's got alcohol in it, if you couldn't tell from my expression. So, I mean, this set though, regardless of what you might think of one or two of the items, is really, really good in terms of price and value. It's incredible. Just to refresh your memory, it costs £85, it's worth £633.60. I bought it myself, I'm not making any money off this. I just thought it sounds like such a deal. I thought you guys might want to hear about it. And if you are into beauty and you're interested in finding out about these kind of deals and skincare and makeup and stuff like that, please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking that notification bell to be notified when my next video goes up. I do post new videos every day. But just to recap, we've got the Dr. Seabark powder cream vitamin C. We've got the Royal Fern ampules. We have got the neck treatment. We've got the eye cream. Dr. Sturm Calming Serum. We've got the Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Cleanser. The 2 masks, Eye and Face by 111 Skin. And the Decree Day Shield. And then, not forgetting, the gorgeous bag, which I'm excited about. I have a bit of a thing for these sorts of bags. I love them. Like I said, I love them for travel, but I also love them for just storing stuff away so you can see where everything is. So yeah, love it. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.